Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome into Universal Orlando Resort's Endless Summer Dockside Inn Resort and Suites. It is one of two Endless Summer resorts. Its sister resort is right across the street over there, the Surfside Inn. But today we are going to tour this resort. It is an amazing resort with two huge pools, two towers, two pool bars, a Starbucks, a lounge inside, Universal store of course, and an excellent food court slash dining area with tons of seating. So let's get in here and see everything this resort has to offer. Before we walk into the resort, if you come out the main entrance of the resort here and hang a right, over there is where your buses are to Epic Universe, Universal Studios, and Islands of Adventure, and City Walk. So very close access here to Towers 1 and 2. Let's actually go inside and start checking out these amenities. As soon as you walk in, it starts with the beachy feel. You have the check-in to your right and luggage service and concierge, where you can get tickets. And then what I love, or one of the things I love about this resort, is it has a Starbucks in the lobby. And not just a tiny Starbucks, like a full-fledged Starbucks. And right now we're here in the middle of the afternoon. Most people are at the park, so there is not a line. Rounding out the lobby in the back here is the Universal Studios store. So if you forgot any merchandise at the parks, or wanted to pick up something, you could do so here. And also in here, they have resort-specific merchandise if you wanted to get a souvenir that was just for the resort you stayed at. I love to show these because it's things unique you can get here at each resort. So you have a tank top. I love this cup, but I love this one the most. It's so pretty with the resort's colors and the name at the bottom. And then of course you have, your Christmas ornaments and pins and coasters and keychains. And then we have this other t-shirt down here and an embroidered beach towel. And this is a thick beach towel. But I just love the whole theming of this resort. You got the driftwood up top and everything. But let's go back out into the lobby and get reoriented and continue this tour. Here back in front of the lobby, you can come over here to the right past the Starbucks, and there's the Sunset Lounge. Oh, there goes Sunset Lounge. This lounge opens at 4 p.m. It stays open until midnight during the week. Opens up at 1 p.m. and stays open at midnight for the weekends. But it is a full-service bar. You won't find food here. This is just a lounge, like a lobby bar. But that's okay, because right here next to it is the Pier 8 Market. This is their, I'll call it a food court, but I hate to call it that because it has so many better offerings than what a traditional food court would have. But it has tons of seating. And the open airiness and decor of this makes it feel even bigger and just gives you that vibe like you're at the beach. Now this is one of the value resorts. So, you're getting all this kind of detail for a fraction of the cost. It's amazing. But here are some of their offerings. And this is what I was saying is so much better than just like a regular food court. Here, you can make your own fruit bowls and little salads, and it's 85 cents per ounce. And then of course, as with all the resorts around Orlando, Universal and Disney, you have the refillable resort mugs, which I highly recommend if you're going to be spending time at the resort. Over here we have baked goods, desserts, and breakfast kind of pastries. And then another item is the salad bar, the make your own salad bar. That I have not seen at too many food courts. So that is an awesome option. Then you have sandwiches, and we start to get more into your traditional style food court fare. You have grab and go stuff over here like empanadas and pulled pork sandwiches. Over here you have your typical cheeseburgers and french fries. And then you have pizzas and quesadillas, and they look amazing. These little personal pizzas are large. And finally, where I would probably be most of the time, is kind of your comfort food section. You got fried chicken, you got waffles, you got macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes, corn, good old Southern cooking, which If you haven't guessed from my other videos, I am just a wee bit southern. But this is your Pier 8 Market food court in the Dockside, and I am thoroughly impressed with this. I love this place. So let's go over to Tower 1 and check out their pool. And this is also where you'll find the fitness center for the resort. As we make our way out of the Pier 8 Market, which was just back through those doors in the lobby, you kind of go under the middle of the tower, and you can get to rooms either directions. The fitness center, as you'll see there to the sign, you enter down this way and make a left before you get to the elevators. It's a pretty standard fitness room. I will show you in the window here, in case people are working out. We won't go in there and just record them. I don't know if you can see in the window or not, but it's treadmills, one little weight machine, things of that nature. Here we are at the pool located at Tower 1. This pool does not have a zero entry like the one we'll see at Tower 2, but it does have seating all the way around it, 2 levels of seating around the pool, which is amazing. And I think 3 or 4 different entry points. Of course, you have your Oasis Beach Bar back there. There is no food at that beach bar, but there is a mixture of mixed and frozen drinks. So you're able to get like some frozen margaritas and daiquiris and things like that, but no food. And then back here in the corner, they have kind of resort activities. They have ping pong, cornhole, a large Jenga board, and they have, I guess I would call it a play fountain, not really a splash pad in the sense that you would think, but more one you would see at a park, like in your town or something like that. And it is over here. I think it's tripped by walking on it. I don't see a switch for it. I'm definitely not going to do that because I don't want to get wet right now. I do not have my bathing suit on yet. As we make our way back across the lobby, this resort doesn't have a huge footprint. It does have a lot of rooms. I think is it just over 2,200 rooms? I know it's over 2,000. I think it's over 2,200. With that being said, since it's mostly tower, there's not a bad room. I mean, so unless you don't like high floors or something, or you don't like low floors or have preferences, there's really not a bad room. You can be up and down an elevator and be to a pool or the lobby or anything like that in a second. So I would suggest just whatever room they give you, go with it. Now we'll turn it around and head out to the pool in Tower 2. As we come through the breezeway on Tower 2, this is where you will find their arcade/game room. And it's your typical resort arcade game room. I haven't really noticed much of a difference between Universal ones, Disney ones, ones at Myrtle Beach, ones at Daytona. They all pretty much work the same way. You get a card, you swipe a card, you play a game, and that's what it comes down to. So you got your arcade there. And then as we walk around to this pool, this is the pool at Tower 2. It does have zero entry on this side by the sand side, and then it has the Wave Maker pool bar in the back where you can get drinks. There's no food at that one, just like before, and it's a huge pool. Like I said about the other one, it's an absolutely huge pool, and it does have a lot of the seats around the edge where the zero entry is not. I know it was kind of a quick walkthrough and tour. Like I said, the resort has a smaller footprint, so it doesn't take a long time to get everywhere, which is great when you're staying here. Like I said, most of the rooms are up in towers, more vertical, so it gives it more of a small type of more of a boutique almost kind of feel resort to it. Even though, like I said before, there is like 2,000 rooms here. But with that being said, it's like all it takes is a quick elevator ride down and you are right at either pool, the lobby, the Starbucks, the lounge, the Pier 8 Market. So tons of great features, well thought up, well designed. With the pools being in these cubbies like this in the towers, you feel like you're so isolated with all the vegetation. It's really a great feel here, and the decor makes me feel like I'm at the beach, which I guess is probably what they were going for, between the driftwood and the openness and the bright colors. It really does feel, here comes the pun, like an endless summer. So Molly was not with us on this tour because she's somewhere right back over here swimming. And yeah, I just couldn't get her out of the pool for a tour. So, you know, put in the comments below to let Molly know that she should have walked around with me. But thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and be looking out because we finally got our Universal passes. So you'll see a video of mine and Molly's first time ever at Universal. We are so excited. So yeah, subscribe, and we'll catch you later.